Hey, yo, this is King Earner coming to you guys live and direct. First and foremost, make sure you get your honorable sea moss soap. Y'all already know how we can. I got the best sea moss soap there is worldwide. We coming with peace. We're speaking with peace. And guess what we're doing more than anything? We're keeping our health, our skin, our body, and our minds all way intact. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Clear that acne up on your face. Clear all those dishonorable blemishes that don't belong there. Sea moss is 92 of the 102 minerals your body is made of. So when the soap begins to cleanse your skin, guess what? Know what's working on that specific cell, that skin. Listen, for some months now, for some weeks, for some time, the men, Ab, Mullahs, Bug, all of the men, that's solid, all of them. Low, everybody, Bribe, everybody that stood firm on honor. And we have one individual that uses every text message, every letter, or every response to give to the people on the internet, but yet doesn't have the honor to at least, by the least, say, hey, thank you, because one thing I know for sure and two for certain, we do not have individuals around that are just going for the gusto without no type of parameters. I myself feel like Mikey T is for surely a Donald Trump. So you guys see me on my video and you guys see me speaking on Donald Trump, and some of you guys think that I really am with Donald Trump, but nah, you have to understand I'm like really the opposite of a William O'Neill. Like I'm trying to open the back door for us, man. You hear me? But more than anything, I'm going to get on to that subject on the next video. So be tuned in on how I feel about Donald Trump and why I said and done what I done. Nonetheless, when do we begin to understand who should be in charge of our culture? Who should be in charge of our content? Who should have the words to really be correct about anything that we done in our past that they never live? I bit it off that much so much when I said, oh, I got Mikey T, he's in the hood. You kidding? You ain't safe in any hood in Philadelphia, because guess what? We made sure that they know you're with us if you're coming and you're doing any type of camera work, so you won't be dishonored. So stop faking and stop trying to get blown up to be something you aren't. This is why I said it. Anybody from the streets would have dug that I was playing you when I said, oh, he ain't in the trenches like Mikey. You ain't in no trenches, you mutt. You wouldn't survive in a trench. That second and that minute of us turning our head would have been a quick just like that for you, because the world, that nature of it, not people, just the energy around that we're. So the minute, the second that things were put in a place for it to get dishonorable, believe me, that kitten wouldn't last in a kitchen of any type of neighborhood. I want to speak on this, not to bring negative light to anybody, but I feel like we have to get an example of who these people are and why these people are who they are and why they're coming that far into trying to be down. This guy knows nothing about anything but his cockiness because of a few views and a few likes makes him feel like he can make, how can I say the word? He can make suggestions when it comes down to our culture. You can't make no suggestions when it comes down to our culture, buddy. Just like we can't make no suggestions that come down to your culture. Only suggestions we can give is honorable advice. You guys seem to forget that naturally we are smart. Naturally, we are geniuses. We are the minority group. This guy, Silver Spoon Mutt, comes out with a camera and get the editing and then just using people's names to get views and likes, and what this honors me the most point is that I don't have a problem with it if it's making sense. You're taking an email or a letter, if it's ever a letter, and breaking down a synopsis of what you feel as though these people mean. I'm so glad that that trial situation is over with, because it's like the things that he talk about, the things that he speak on, that he has no knowledge that he feel because he had low in front of his camera or because Leak may have gave him a video, people were just being nice. Why can't nobody be nice to these suckers these days? As soon as the individual start being nice to a mutt, what ends up happening, and that individual is taken advantage of by the mutt. The mutt's got to know their place. At my time, somebody took a wiffle ball back to this mutt, a wet one, and whoop him all up and down because this mutt is of dishonor. Think about his content. Come on, guys. Y'all really honored by the fact that this mutt is getting here and he's using everybody's names to hit his videos in order to make a coin? And the whole thing is that you're competing with us black men? How can you compete with us when you don't even know the hood? You cannot know blogger. I don't care who it is. He cannot add up or come close, because at the end of the day, he wasn't one of them trying to chill and relax and get some honor and some, see what's going on and trying to be a part of. He wanted to steal the content and be the sole controller over it. When, how can you do that with such good men? I have more authority to talk about their case and anything that they got going on more than anybody. I refuse to go in that light, because at the end of the day, what's already spoke on don't need to keep being continuously spoke on. Especially things that these guys are saying. They're giving an attachment and putting people in gangs that never said they were a part of gangs. How can you make a record label a gang when you're not even a part of the record label? Come on, you're not even a part of the rep. It's just, if you're not a part of the record label, why are you pretending as if this is a gang? Why are you putting it out there like that? Why are you trying to make this some shoot 'em up bang bang story? Oh, this person said this because of that and that. You're turning against us, against our own people, without us even knowing. You're a culture vulture. You're worse than any type of culture vulture, because you come in like you solid. When cuz you ain't one of us, you're not solid. Your honor ain't intact, and we're not coming from a racist point of form. We're coming from a man point of form. No. You do not add up. It doesn't make any sense. The only thing that makes sense is that I can see that you are using all of these men's name for the past year or however they've been incarcerated to get views and likes, and that's dishonorable. It's just dishonorable. Somebody's going to say, well, King Gurner, how can you say that when you talked about Alpo, you talked about Rich Porter? They were people, they were other men. Yes, but before I actually brought it to YouTube, if you looked me up real good like you're supposed to, you'll see that I had that same workshop that I spoke on in every school there was. And it was accepted. It wasn't like, yo, King Gurner, you got to turn the volume down on that because it's like, that's a rat. No. It was understood. Them kids understood between a civilian and a rat within weeks. They understood. And a lot of them, over 230-something kids, restored back where in the public school system where they said they weren't welcome anymore. And that's because of King Gurner. I'm not looking for a layup. The content has to be of honor, has to be of it has to be solid. If it's not solid, guess what? We're not honoring it no more. I want for every youngin' worldwide to understand that we must go with solid over anything that's not of honor. Because at the end of the day, what ends up happening is we begin to follow these traits and we become bums. Don't none of you guys want to be bums, do you? Come on, get your kids, put them in front of them, ask this camera, ask them, do they want to become bums? Well, if they become bums, they can be followers, get their little cases, end up go to jail, come home from jail. Hopefully by then, they'll get it and say, I'm going to rebuild what I once destroyed. I ain't going in that route no more. And then look at the pieces and the puzzles you got to put back together. We got to stay strong and we got to keep the honor intact and we got to make sure that the men are respected and loved in an honorable way where entertainment has no business being there at all. Mikey T is what I would call a 2020 culture vulture mud. I'm sick of it, I'm sick of it, and I'm sick of it. This guy really thinks he has all the brains, man. Listen, do you know that on some honor, like real talk, when it come down to the YouTube game and the money thing that's going on and how we earn, and I got people that every country I go to, every state I go to, they stop me and kick it with me and want pictures and all that. But do you still understand how far it is that we're away from this? That the content can't be something that we're always trying to orchestrate. It has to be coming to you live and direct. Do you understand that? You're a pea to a pot of poor honor. You're one pea to a pot of pure honor, and you can't hang on there. I'm different. Got damn near 50K, and guess what? I didn't have to use dishonor or anything fake. All I had to do was get in the mud head and cause confusion where he gets an understanding that I shouldn't have done this to that person or I shouldn't have done that. We help correct the people get an understanding if they have dishonor like they're a rat. We can do that without even communicating with them. I'm King Earner from the Honor Your Life campaign. The goal is to do what? Get the people to understand that we cannot fall for the gimmicks. The gimmicks are over. Cut them short. Let that Mikey T mutt prance on down the aisle away because he's no good here. He's not a fit. Live and direct.